And we've got a good matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready? Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Allen flushed out right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the 1st down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Jaguars at 12-1 now to start play. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And all the way down to the 9. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time,
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 7. Now Allen again. Checks this one down to Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
That's a good bounce back. Got to give up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over first and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Lawrence to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. A handoff for Etienne. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Seven Pirates!
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
23 yards, the final tally. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Allen, left side caught by Diggs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And some room to work. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Cook up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. pass percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Robinson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They go play action with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Las Vegas. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just two scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Allen going to go on fourth down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing now is Allen. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. A good pickup there, a 22. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.